Lesson 3, whole note and whole rest. Before we learn about the whole note and whole rest, let's do a quick review on the terms or the names of the symbols you've learned about in lesson number 2. And the reason why we need to learn about these particular symbols is because it'll be easier for me to say what to do, what you need to do when it comes to you writing your own rhythm patterns. So, breaking down these symbols, we already know that's a rest, but we're breaking down what the note is. And so this oval thing, that's the base of the note. This is called a note head. This right here, the stick thingamajiggy, that's called a stem. And the line that divides your rhythm patterns into sections, this is called a bar line. So this is one section, this is another section. And so the bar line divides these notes and rests into sections, and in each section they equal the same amount of beats. And like I said, I'll go over more terms with you later. But right now, just remember these 3 terms. So again, this right here is the note head. This right here is the, what is it? Yes, stem. And this right here to divide your beats into sections is a, yes, bar line. So, let's now move into the next lesson. So a whole note. A whole note, as you can see, it's only one note, but it gets 4 beats. I'll explain these things in parentheses in a second. But when you clap a whole note, it's one clap, like a quarter note. But you got to sound it out for 4 beats. You have to sound it out. Let me say that again. Sound it out for 4 beats. So this is how you would clap a whole note. As a matter of fact, let me split the screen. Give me a second. Split the screen and get to Booyaka, my trusty metronome. Oh, trusty metronome. There we go. That's better. Set it to 80. Let me move this. Oops. Let's move this one. There we go. So a whole note again is one note that you clap once that you sound out for 4 beats. So let me play the metronome. That's how fast you're going to clap your rhythm patterns. And again, a metronome keeps a steady what? Yes, steady beat. Keeps a steady beat. A metronome also is the speed of your count when you play music. So the higher the number, the faster it is. Slower the number, vice versa, the slower it is. So we're going to clap our rhythm patterns to this metronome. So a whole note is going to sound like this. Let me just keep my hands away. You already know that I'm going to clap. So there'll be one clap, and you're going to sound it for 4 beats. So it's going to sound like this. Ta. So I went ta, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4. That symbolizes 4 beats. So let me clap it again. Ta. So that's what a whole note is. One note that sounds for 4 beats. You can count it too if you want to. So you can go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. As long as you know it's 4 beats or count 4 beats or sound it for 4 beats, you are clapping a whole note. You can use la, and it'll sound like this. La. So that's how that goes. One note, 4 beats. So what I want you to do is go through the rest of the lesson. If you see rhythm patterns you have to clap, turn the metronome on and count yourself in. Clap the rhythm patterns that are presented. If you're paired up, take turns. If you're by yourself, Take your time. Make sure you get it right. You'll also go through a new rhythmic symbol. This right here is a whole rest. And this gets 4 beats of silence. 4 beats of silence. So that when you see it, this is how you clap it. 1, 2, ready, go. That's it. You count 4 beats. You count 4 of those clicks of that metronome, and that is a whole rest. A whole rest means you don't clap for 4 beats, or you don't play your instrument for 4 beats, but you still count the beats in your head. So that's what a whole rest does. It's a symbol that means 4 beats of silence. So after you go through the rhythm patterns with whole notes and whole rest, you're going to complete Rhythm Classwork 3. Make sure you read all of this. Make sure you do your assignment based on your grade level. 2nd grade, you're lucky. You're really lucky. Try to stay in 2nd grade forever, but you can't. And then make sure you go through the lesson checklist to make sure that you've learned everything that I want you to learn about the things in Lesson 3. Oh, and then after you're finished, some extra worksheets for you. Now, you've learned so far about the quarter note, quarter rest, half note, half rest, and whole note, whole rest. And you learn about the beats that each of those symbols receive. A good way for you to practice remembering how many beats those particular symbols get is to get a worksheet that is based on math. Math deals with numbers. Music deals with numbers. So music and math, like boyfriend and girlfriend. And so there's a folder in the 2nd, 5th grade rhythm 2nd through 5th grade rhythm training folder that has some worksheets for you to complete. These are for 3rd through 5th grade to do. Sorry, 2nd grade. When you get to 3rd grade, you'll get a whole lot more work. Start with worksheet 0. Ignore the voluntary-involuntary column. And then complete the rest of the worksheets in order. Write your answers for each worksheet in your notebook. And make sure that you write down the name of the worksheet that you're doing above the answers that you're writing, so that I know what to check and what worksheet to look at. So if you're doing worksheet 0, write down worksheet 0, then write down your answers underneath that title, and then draw a little line to show that you finished those answers for that worksheet, so that I can check them myself and see how well you're doing. So let me continue reading. Write your answers for each worksheet in your notebook, and I will come around and check your answers. 5th grade, do not try to complete worksheet 1F yet. You're not ready. You will be soon, but you're not ready now. I'll let you know when you can try it. So, long story short, when you go through the music portal, and you double click rhythm training, you go to 2nd through 5th grade lessons, which is right here, and you go to rhythm math worksheets 1. Double click that. Here's worksheets for you. Here's worksheet 0, worksheet 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, and 1F. It's 5th grade only. 5th graders don't do that yet. Not yet. Not until I know that you're ready. So worksheet 0, when you double click it, let's see if I can make it bigger. Sure can. Plus, the plus symbol makes it bigger. So with this worksheet, you have to figure out if the names of these rhythms here are steady or unsteady. You put in S for steady, U for unsteady. That was pretty easy. Ignore that. That's mine. And let me do something real quick. There we go. Sorry about the delay. Had to take off my Google page. And now we'll go back into the Rhythm Math worksheets, and we're going to go to worksheet A. Worksheet A, use the plus sign to make it bigger. There's 10 problems. And this deals with rhythm math. So I'll do the first one for you so you can see how to complete this entire worksheet. So with this one here, you have to, it says here, solve the following. Solve meaning it's a math problem, you'll have to give me the answer based on the math problem. Instead of numbers right now, I'm using rhythmic notes. Isn't that cool? So in number one, I have two notes. I have what's this? What kind of note is that? Oh, the name of it. Yes, half note. Half note plus, and what's this one? No, not a donut. Whole notes. So we have half note plus whole note. What you basically have to do is know how many beats each of the notes get and add up all the beats of each and then total them up for an answer. So for example, a half note gets how many beats? Yes, 2. Keep that in mind. So we have 2 plus whole note. How many beats does a whole note get? Yes, 4. So we have 2 plus 4. What does that equal? No, not 27. Yes, the answer is 6. Half note beats plus whole note beats equals 6 beats total. You will solve all of these, or the rest of these, write down your answers in your notebook, label it, or give it a title, Worksheet 1A, so that I know what to check when I come around to check your answers, and do the rest for the other worksheets. There's Worksheet 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E in 5th grade. If you're daring, you can do 1F, but that's going to be some time for now because it involves math that your teachers may have to teach you before you can tackle this worksheet. So, if you think you're all brave and stuff, well, do all these first. Get them all right, get 4s in all of these, and then 5th grade, I may let you try it. You'll go crazy. I'm not, I'll warn you. But just do those worksheets for reinforcement so that you're remembering the beats of the notes and rests that you've learned. So go ahead and do those worksheets, and I'll come around and check your answers.